right, and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Orlea Origins. I am Will, the Halfling Wizard, and I get the amazing opportunity to DM these awesome group of folks who you're going to see here tonight. And we're going to let them go around, kind of introduce who they are, tell us who they are, who they're playing, and yeah, that what happened last time. Let's see what they're thinking after the big flying feline snagged one of you off the back of a dragon. All right, so we're going to start with Nick tonight.
Everybody, I am Nick. I'll be playing Varric Wolfspear Vagari, who normally is a Goliath barbarian, but tonight at the moment, he is a polymorphed raccoon, I believe. Thank you, Mint, for that. So, I think he's just wondering where the berries and nuts are. That's like he has the mind of a raccoon, so yeah, he is wondering where the berries and nuts are.
That's fair. Berries and nuts. All right, Kel. If he's there. Art thou there, sir? Thy screen is blank. That's fine. We'll come back to you. We'll go to Lisa next.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I play Willow, an Eladrin druid. I being the person snatched out of the talons of the dragon into the talons of something else. And being whisked away, and my mindset is pretty much, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Probably not much else at the moment.
That's fair. That is very fair. So while we're waiting on Kel to get back, we'll talk a little bit about what happened last time. When last time we were here, what had happened was these fools nearly burned down an entire forest. But yeah, and then we were being stalked by something. Eventually, Kieran, by Kel, discovered that, oh, there he is. I'll get to you in just a second. Discovered that Pellerin the wolf cat, who he's bonded to, basically, came and paid a little visit. I'm going to let you introduce yourself real quick. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what is your character. What were they thinking when the entity snatched your compatriot?
Yeah, so I'm Kel, also as the Celtic Wyvern King, playing Kieran, our ASMR Lore Bard. And he was thinking, oh god, oh god, oh god, because he was just looking down at his death, because if Mint's dragon let him go, he would die.
That is true. If Brenna just decided to go, I don't want to hold on to you anymore.
Because honestly,
what's interesting, you missed my intro where you were saying, oh god, oh god, oh god. I was saying, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah. Because honestly, even though Willow was right next to Kieran in Brenna's claws, due to the height and the sheer fact that, again, any mess up and he is dead, he probably even noticed she got carted off into the night sky.
That's fair.
These are the people I'm planning on rescuing me. One's looking for berries and nuts, and the other hadn't even noticed I'm gone yet.
Oh yeah, look, Nick was turned to a raccoon.
Yeah, he's a raccoon. And he's on the back of Brenna along with Mint and Bellinor. But yeah.
All right, I'm on my own.
Yep. Yeah, so you want to tell us a little bit about when your bonded wolf cat came and visited you?
Yeah, because I was on watch when I saw something in the tree line. I was like, okay, this probably isn't good. We tried our best to suss it out, which to no avail. And then I got a message from my wolf cat going like, hey, y'all in danger, was essentially the short and sweet of it.
Y'all in danger. You're in danger, girl.
Pretty much. And that's when I woke everyone's asses up. And then I think it was... Yeah, because that's right when Mint was like, wait, danger where? And had Brenna shoot off some fire without knowing where the danger was, which caught the forest on fire.
Yes. Indeed.
But yeah.
All right. And what about Varric? What's going on with Varric at that
So
particular point before the forest fire and the raccoon adventures?
yeah, Varric just got a. Oh, actually, I gotta open that up. Varric just got a really badass
Yes, he did.
homebrew subclass to where he's of still mind now. He actually gets more out of being a still mind than he does out of raging, which I think is really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think during that whole thing, oh crap, there's danger coming. He's got to be practicing that, so he kind of
Yeah.
trying to zen
Home.
as much as he can. Goose from
Home. That's fair.
Be calm,
That
be
is fair.
calm, be calm. You know?
Um, So while you're using your new ability, your new subclass ability, remember for the actually roll me a d4.
That's a one.
Okay, well then that's good. Uh, for one day, you will roll with disadvantage until you attune to this new skill.
Oh, that tracks. Yeah, because he spent his entire life
Right,
relying on
raging, and
rage.
now he's got to
Yeah.
figure out how to not do that. So yeah, so for one day you'll roll disadvantage on those things that your rage is, or the calming effect now, the still mind. You'll
Okay.
roll a disadvantage for one day, and then after that you'll be attuned to it, and you'll roll normal after that.
I'm happy I rolled a one then.
Yes, yes, indeed. This is that time. Roll low. So, all right. We have another one of our other players will be coming in. He'll be dropping in here real soon. But while we're waiting on him to come in, make sure you go and check out our merch store because we have some cool merch. I'm drinking out of one of them right now, which is our to-do list from the Jurassic Park one shot, which is a nice 15-ounce mug. It's really nice. These mugs are like really nice. I've also got one for Wind Riders, and yeah, Lisa's got hers from Wind Riders as well. But these are like really nice, thick, sturdy mugs.
Oh, they are, because I have one from my channel, and they're really nice.
They are.
It's
They
as
are
big as
super nice.
it is big as my face. So.
Yeah, it holds a lot of drink. But mine has my to-do list on it, which one it says coffee, two it says avoid being eaten by a dinosaur, and that's not where the inspiration stops either. I also wrote a play called The To-Do List, and it's about an office where it's the Dyna Corporation, and the entire company is run by dinosaurs, and it's all about the workers avoiding being eaten by basically their bosses.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's super fun. It's a super fun little script. But anyway, yeah, check out our merch store. We got a lot of cool things. We also have a lot of cool veterans items. I was hoping my veterans cup would have come in today, but it's not supposed to come in until tomorrow. But I've got one for veterans. We got a whole collection. We also have a pride collection. Um, that won't just be running in June. We'll run it year round, but it's in there. It's some really cool stuff. But go check it out. Yeah, we also have we have like specific like uh, game merch, and then we have some general merch for the channel and things of that nature. And if there's anything you see in the merch store and you want it customized, just reach out to me and I can customize it for you. So yeah. So if you want something that's got your character's name on it, I can customize that for you. Just reach out and let me know. So yeah. But all right. So when last we were here, however, we were Mint had basically got Brenna to kind of collect everybody and fly above. However, Kieran and Willow had kind of gone ahead, and Mint had morphed Varric into a raccoon. So now we've got Mint and a raccoon on the back of Brenna, along with Bellinor. And they take off. They swoop down, and Brenna grabs Kieran in one claw, Willow in the other, and then goes up into the sky, hovers above the forest. Um, Looking down, we see something jumping in and out of the canopy, and at this one point, uh, out of the darkness, this giant figure launches themselves from the canopy, grabs Willow, goes back down, and disappears into the canopy. And we know that at this point, uh, Kieran is oblivious. He has no clue. I'm not sure about Mint, and I'm not gonna speak for him. But Nick is our raccoon. I wonder if the raccoon is even paying attention.
I wonder how, like, in this scenario, I'd imagine he's just trying his damnedest to hang on.
To hang on. Okay, that's fair.
That's
That's
I mean,
totally fair.
I'm just trying to think of, like, if I was an animal and I'm on the back of a literal dragon
Yeah.
and we're flying, this is not a natural state for a raccoon to be in.
No, not at all.
So,
What am I doing? Holding on for dear life, just like spread eagle, just sort of like just laying flat as you can, grabbing home with both front and back feet.
oh yeah, got the little prehensile, opposable thumbs on the front and back, just gripping onto the scales.
Is he making any noise?
Sort of a prolonged screech. So you don't hear the dragon as it goes by; you just hear.
That would be Varric. Okay, so here comes. Speaking of the devil, he's not really the devil, but he may as well be. Let me bring him in. All right,
I mean, he's close enough to the devil, right?
That's fair.
Like...
That's fair. He's getting close to the devil.
I don't know. Did you go down to Georgia?
Eventually, give it time. So, Tara, why don't you introduce us? Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what. And he was on the back of the dragon with Mint and the new raccoon Varric. What's going through his mind at that particular point? Also, and I'll get to that point in a minute. But go.
I'm Taryn. I'm playing Bellinor, the guy that always presses the red button, whether or not it's a good choice. Yeah,
He's the resident
Bellinor.
asshole of the group.
Yeah, he doesn't think of himself as chaotic, but he's also kind of glad that he's not the most chaotic in the group. He doesn't.
That's
he
fair.
does things, but like not as chaotically. So as this is happening, he's just like, and they all thought me making a deal with this guy was going to cause problems.
You're the devil, but you can help. Seems legit. Everyone else was wrong.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to them. Okay. All right. So, I'm not going to have you roll a perception. I want you to tell me in character did Bellinor see the large animal that launched itself from the canopy, snatched Willow out of the claws of a dragon, and then disappeared back into the canopy? Did Bellinor see that happen?
I'm gonna say yes, simply because he's like thinking specifically because of that like he's not the one causing this problem. It obviously went after somebody else. So that's like his main thought process is like, see, it's not me, guys. It's not me.
It wasn't my fault. I had nothing
She's
to do
the
with
problem.
Willow. I don't know. She's the problem child. She's the problem. I love that. That's so funny.
I love Bellinor.
Oh, I know. Okay, so you're saying you did see it, but you're sort of like, hey, that's your problem, not mine. Or
I mean, that's his mindset about like everything. So
fair, very fair. So is he going to? Is he going to try and rescue her, or is this like literally a oh she can handle it? Oh, I do though. I need you to roll a history check here in a minute. But go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
Bellinor is definitely like he's gonna act like he's trying to like rescue her, but like not really do anything. He's gonna be like, "Oh no, Willow," as she's getting taken away.
Oh my god!
Damn, that's worse than when you guys had a knife put in your back during our one shot a while ago.
And that's just one of those like. Eventually, he'll say something to everybody. Like, oh yeah. By the way, about a half an hour ago, Willow got taken by something.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's definitely like
my mind.
he's like, "Oh no," like reaching out and pointing at it. But, like,
no.
There's not.
Oh well. Anybody want coffee?
I mean, he's gonna fire off like an Eldritch Blast just off in the distance, nowhere really close.
Just for show.
just for show.
That is hilarious.
Just to prove an effort was made.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to stop it.
if anyone's gonna put on a show, it's gonna be Bellinor.
It is gonna be Bellinor. You're absolutely correct. It is gonna be.
Which is ironic considering I'm the bard.
That is also very ironic. Okay.
This is my crew.
Yep. This is my ride or die guys.
More so the latter right now.
Yeah, more so the die than the ride. All right. So you roll that history check for me.
Okay. I'm not very good at history. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Oh, good. Because see, you want to be good at this one. This is a. Do I recognize this thing or not? Well, yes, you do. You recognize this thing as the cat dragon from the bandit camp in the Keller Pass. That basically is like Willow's nemesis. And yeah,
Okay.
but looks older.
If that's the case, he might put a little more effort into the trying to hit it with an Eldritch Blast if he recognizes it.
Okay.
As like
he
might seem like a bad thing.
All right. So roll your what is that? Is that an auto hit? I can't remember.
No, it's I rolled a hit.
I
have
to roll
3
the
of
hit.
them that shoot though.
In what way would some strange creature snatching someone into their talons not be a bad thing?
Bellinor has lots of conversations with powerful beings.
I was gonna say, have you not watched any of the Jurassic movies?
And Brenna's a dragon. She snatched you up in her claws and didn't kill you.
It grabbed Willow,
Or is it
but
like,
she seemed
let's
kind of okay
wait.
with it.
She seemed kind of okay with it.
But
That's funny.
Y'all crack me up.
I do have 3 of them to fire, so I'll
That's
roll
fine.
all 3 to hit.
Fire all 3.
Ooh. They have a range of 600 feet. I don't know if that matters.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, it's close enough, so it wouldn't matter.
The highest was a 21. The lowest was a 12, and the middle was a 17.
Okay, the first one hit. The second 2 did not.
Okay.
So you fire the first 2, they miss. You see they just swing past. That last one, even though technically it was your first, but we're going to say the last one, the 21. You see it hit, it grazes its wing, and you see it kind of turns over, like flips over, and then kind of spirals down into the forest.
Yay!
He's definitely he's putting on a performance as he does it. He's like, "Oh no, Willow," and he's like like putting on a show.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Oh no, Willow, are you okay?
Yeah.
Hang on down there. We'll be right there.
Pretty much.
That's hilarious. I love that about Valinor. I love that. Okay, so the cat dragon, and Kieran, you and Varric would very much be aware of the 3 eldritch blasts that just fired. So you'd be very well aware that somebody just fired 3 eldritch blasts down into the forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna look out and be like, "What the hell are you shooting at?" As I'm still like trying to get a grip on Brenna's claw bump that's holding me.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, I want to know what Varric.
God, the way I imagine Varric as a raccoon is like the raccoon from fucking Pocahontas.
Yeah. There you go. That's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, that raccoon was always ready for a fight, so.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Okay. So he says, "What the hell's going on?"
Very showmanshipy. It's like, got it.
It's like, got who? What are you talking about? And then I'm going to look over to Brenna's other claw and be like, "Oh, wait. Where's Willow?"
Brenna is looking around too, like I don't know where she was. She was in my paw. She was in my claw. Now she's gone. And at this point, Brenna is sort of hovering above the forest. Nowhere for her to sit down, though. However,
can I roll to see if I can see what happened? Like if there's any.
Yeah. You can roll a perception. See if you see what you see.
That question said perception. My passive is a 24. Do you still want me to roll?
Yeah, because you could get a nat 20 on it.
Cool. Making sure. It's a nat 1 for a 15.
That's okay. Okay, so
did you honestly expect me to roll a nat 20 with my luck?
That's fair. I am going to go based on your nat 1 first, and then
that's fine.
Then your passive at 20. So, as you're trying to see what's going on, you turn. You're kind of like trying. Brenna, it's like she's got you pretty tight, so you're trying to like scooch yourself around so you can kind of see beyond. And as you do, you tickle Brenna.
Oh no, I can guess where this is going.
And she lets go of you.
Fuck. Yeah, you're
so,
here.
As you're falling, with your 24 passive, you see the cat dragon go down into the forest, holding on to Willow. Okay. As you continue to fall down into the forest.
Sorry, we did get a full rest before this all happened, right? Oh,
I could just see Bellher going like, "Oh no,
another one lost another
Kieran."
One. Oh well, man. I guess we've lost them. Let's go ahead and head on to the next place.
I'm not gonna lie, him and Kieran kind of butt heads. I don't know if he even puts on that much of a show for Kieran.
Damn. Like fair, but damn.
He'll just like see him fall and just be like, "Oh,
sucks to be you, dude."
Yeah. Okay. So as I'm now falling, so as I'm now falling, because I honestly thought we didn't get a full rest, so I thought I still had the spell slot
yeah,
used.
You guys got full rest.
Yeah. So I'm mid fall. Draconic transformation because it gives me wings and a flight speed.
Fair enough. Okay. So
I'm picturing like Tony Stark falling out of Stark Tower, the wings popping out. You're just, arms out.
Kinda. That's kind of how I'm imagining it too.
Right. That's funny. Okay. Cool. So yeah. So as you do your draconic transformation and get wings and your flight speed, just before you hit the ground, you're able to.
Yep.
Get yourself up through the canopy and back into the sky. So while all that chaos is happening, let's go to the cat dragon And Willow, who is in her clutches and now has been hit by an Eldritch Blast, is spiraling down through the canopy, just hitting limbs left and right, of which you are not immune from. So let me get my dice out. Ooh,
Oh, God.
ooh, that scared me. Calm down over there. All right, let's see. We hit. That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. We hit. That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You hit one more time, and that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage until you hit the ground for 9 more points of bludgeoning damage. And you're prone at this point,
Okay.
and you are now separated from the cat dragon, who is now laying, looks dead, about 15 to 20 feet from you. Smoke is coming off of her coat, as if, where the Eldritch Blast hit her.
Oh, man. So, my first instinct is get away, and then I'm like, well, well. So I'm going to. I'm. I'm thinking, okay, this is stupid, but necessary. I'm gonna go check on it.
Oh, awesome. That's what I was hoping you would do. Okay. So you go to check on this thing. How do you approach?
Cautiously, like, hello, it's okay. It's okay.
As as you're
I'm gonna help you.
approaching, as you're approaching, there's no movement.
Oh, please don't be dead. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
go right up to it, like, all right, just jump in here
Right.
and try and see if it's breathing.
Okay, cool. As you get upon it, you don't see any movement. But I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
I was gonna resurrect it too. You know? Let's resurrect it so it can eat me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Where are my saves? Where are my saves? Saving throws, dexterity.
Pulling out my BBEG dice.
15.
Okay. So as you approach and are trying to check its vitals or whatever, it, quick as lightning, like, recovers itself and lashes out at you. And
Son of a bitch.
oh,
Okay.
that's a 26 to hit you. So yeah,
Yeah.
as you feel the sharp pain of one of her talons piercing your upper chest area, you receive
Okay.
you receive 24 points of piercing damage.
Minus. Damn, hit points are dropping fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I went from 104 to 49. Okay, like damn. Hey, hold up. I was trying to help. You're hurt. I'm hurt. Yeah. can we just time out? You know?
And she's got her talon like right in your. It's like if you look, it's sort of in this upper left quadrant, almost into your shoulder, but just slightly down a little bit,
Yeah,
right into that soft spot.
like right was probably hooked on my clavicle. You know,
Yeah,
like
and
don't. Yeah,
she
don't.
just
Let's
pushes you, and she just pushes you
like.
back.
Hey, I can help. I just want
She
to
keeps
help.
she pushes you up against a tree, and she wiggles her talon so it pierces you all the way through and into the tree.
And then hey, I'm trying to help. Damn it.
And she's just looking at you, and her eyes are like black, and she is just growling, baring her teeth.
I didn't shoot you, okay? I can heal you. This kind of hurts. Me. What the hell? I thought we agreed that we would meet up in the future. It's been what, 4 months?
She looks at you, and oh, you received 9 more points of piercing damage when she went pushed all the way through. She stops her growl. She doesn't growl anymore, and her eyes kind of go normal-ish, not totally, but a little bit more normal. And she almost relaxes, as relaxing as a cat dragon can be, and quickly removes her talon, which is going to give you more damage.
Okay. Ow.
Uh, that's 12 points of damage. It'd be slashing, technically be slashing damage because it's pulling out slashing. She backs away from you very slowly, keeping her eyes on you. She doesn't take her eyes off of you.
Okay.
And she stands there, and her heckles are up. You can see the sort of fur and scales are sticking up on her back. And she's kind of watching you as well as looking around very quickly. And then she sort of tilts her head at you and says 400.
What? Days? What?
400 I've waited. 400 years. I have waited to smell your scent again.
And she looks really confused, like, um, no, it really hasn't been that long. Like,
She goes, and she starts to like circle you at this point, keeping her eyes on you.
okay, can I kind of try and keep the tree between us?
Yeah, you can.
So we're like dancing around the tree.
Yeah,
You know?
basically.
Hey, you know.
She says, 400 years. You vanished, you disappeared, you masked your scent for 400 years. I tracked you, and I tracked you, and I tracked you, and then here you are. You don't look a day older than when I last saw you. I am 412 years old.
Wow, you are magnificent.
Yes, and now I must kill you.
Wait. Can we look? Can we? I mean, what's the hurry? You got me, okay? Can we just talk about this?
I've waited 400 years.
Yeah, what's another hour? I'm not going anywhere. I don't think I could if I wanted to.
You may not be going anywhere, but I am.
Where are you going?
I am at the end of my life cycle.
No.
I have waited 400 years to find you, to fulfill my promise to you. Here you are. Here I am.
Okay. So, isn't that like a hollow victory? I mean, it's obvious you're gonna. I mean, there's no challenge here. Like, hello, one bite, and then what? In an hour, you're gonna be hungry again. What have you gained? But you know what? What if I just happen to get lucky, or the God that sent me here decides that I need to be here? What? I don't want to run the very small chance of killing you because there's been enough killing, don't you think? Isn't there more than just eat or be eaten? There's got to be more than that. I mean, look at you. You are, I mean, granted, you're scary as hell, but you're like the most magnificent thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've never seen another one of you. Are you the last one?
Flattery does not work on my kind.
Are you the last one?
I don't know. I only know
Well,
my existence.
I'm the last one. I don't have any people anymore.
There are plenty
And you
of
know
your
what?
people.
Where are they? Because I can't find them. Have you found? Okay. Now, if you're gonna kill me, it's kind of a moot point. But before I die, can you tell me where they are, just so I'll know that I haven't been alone for ever?
They're everywhere. Mostly in the northern provinces of Wildville.
That's where we were, but I couldn't find any. Anyway, look, that's beside the point.
You weren't in Wildville.
Huh?
You weren't in Wildville.
That's where I started.
Yeah, but this is 400 years later.
Well, I'm not computing the fact that it's 400. I still haven't wrapped my brain around that. I'm like,
She'll
oh,
tell
look.
you. She's like, your people are in the Shadow Vale. It's where
The what?
the Shadow Vale, the northern province of Wildville. Only your kind lives there.
Okay.
There aren't many of you, but there are a lot. I've had
Well,
the
that's.
pleasure of eating 2 or 3 of them.
You've eaten a few of them? Is that
Of
what you
course I
said?
Yes, of course I have.
There's got, there has to be another solution besides like death.
Someone
I mean,
dies.
I will be honest, at this point I would almost welcome death because everything's pretty fucked up. I can't find my people. I have this curse where I get these visions, but I don't know what they mean. I can't control them. I even got one when we met before, but I don't know what it meant.
She looks at you and tilts her head. She's like, do you not listen? I told you where your people are. Not that you're going to make it there, because I shall eat you. But just know they're there.
Can I heal
It's,
you first?
I don't need your healing,
Well, I know you don't need it, but
nor do I require or want it. We are not friends, you and I. We are enemies. We are nemesis.
why? But why?
400 years ago, I told you. So I've had 400 years to grow bitter and angry and hungrier for you.
What if I could change that? Because, see, we were sent here, and I don't know about this 400 years thing, but, where I come from, we had there was the great white bear that looked over our village. And we were happy with him, and he with us. But now I'm out here, and now there's all these other gods. Like, some are really good, and some are really bad, and some are somewhere in the middle. And, they can't do anything by themselves, but they want us to do things for them. And so they sent us here, wherever here is, to incapacitate a demigod. I don't know why. I don't know why we have to just keep killing everything we come across. I feel like there's a better way, you know? I don't want to kill anything.
You're,
I will
you're,
defend myself, but I don't want to kill anything.
your kind speaks too much. You talk to confuse.
I'm trying to tell
Yes,
you
I
the
know what
truth.
you're trying to do. You're trying to save your puny little life by talking me into a bored stupor.
Is there anything we can trade for my life? Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I'm at the end of my life cycle.
I know you
This
may
has
not
been
have
my
time to
only.
fulfill everything you want to do.
There's only one thing I want to do. That's it. And that is to kill you and consume you.
But I'm going back if I survive this and we kill this demigod, I'm going to go back what 400 years? Are you sure it's okay? 400 years. I'm going to be back there again. And we could have a whole lifetime of hunting.
Wonderful. So when you go back, I'll kill you again.
But if I'm dead, I can't go back.
I'm okay. I can live with that.
This is like, you have no, is it all just eat or be eaten? Is that it? Is that, no one ever showed you compassion?
400 years I have been waiting for you. 400 years.
I
I've done
didn't
nothing else.
ask, I didn't ask to be sent 400 years. That's not my fault.
No, it is not your fault, but it still happened. And I have been waiting that long. One goal, one thing in mind.
I'm almost flattered because I don't feel like I'm very important. So the thought that somebody has spent their entire lives thinking about me is kind of flattering, but kind of misguided.
Okay, enough talking. Shall we? She flares up.
Oh my God.
Extends her. She gets. All of her talons are now exposed. Okay, so we're going to pause there and let's go back to Brenna and the rest. So Brenna is there hovering with Raccoon Varric and Bellinor on her back, and Mint. Mint's there as well. And Kieran is dragoned up with his wings and stuff, and he's sort of I don't know what he's doing. I'm assuming he's just sort of hovering there as well. But
Oh yeah, no, I'd like as the transformation finished and I stopped myself hitting the ground, I'd definitely be hovering just just panting as he about literally saw his whole life flash before his eyes.
that's fair. That's very fair. Okay, what about the rest of you, Bellinor and Raccoon Varric?
So I was reading Polymorph, and it said that I still have my personality.
Yes,
I just don't have any of the other stats.
correct.
Is there a way for me to, because I'm an animal, I know Brenna's more than like a simple-minded creature, but is there a way I could try to communicate with her to get us to land?
As a raccoon?
I only have one other option at this point. So
I mean, you can play charades and try and see if she understands you, I guess. But
yeah, I'm going to try to with my hands
okay.
do this.
I'm thinking of Ratatouille. You can hold on to her ears and
I don't think she would like that very much. But you can
No.
roll a performance check and let's see if she. Then I will roll a perception to see if she understands you.
That's a 24.
Yeah, she rolled a 3. She didn't know what you're doing. You're doing a beautiful job. She just doesn't understand what you're trying to say.
He's going to look back at Bellinor doing this, and assuming Bellinor doesn't understand it. How far up are we?
You guys are about 50 or so feet up.
He's going to jump.
As a raccoon?
I was in Polymorph. If your animal form reaches 0 hit points, you automatically transform back into your previous form, and then you absorb the rest of those hit points.
Okay. What's his hit point? As a
Raccoon
raccoon?
hit point 13.
Oh yeah, you're gonna lose every one of those.
He's gonna try to angle himself to where he lands on the cat dragon, like Helldiver style.
I can just imagine Kira as he's hovering there. He just sees a raccoon falling. Like, where the hell did that come from? Because he probably didn't even realize that Vera got turned into a raccoon by Mint earlier anyway. If he was oblivious to Willow being, taken away.
Oh no, Varric.
Wait, how loud does Bellinor say that?
Not very loud.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, so Varric has base jumped from Brenna. And wait, what is Kieran doing?
I'm just hovering, and I just see the wreck. I'm hovering, catch my breath because getting the light flashing before my eyes.
Oh, that's
from the fall. And then as I see the raccoon go by me, I'm just like, was there an eagle up there? I'm pretty sure that Kieran wouldn't know that Bear got turned to raccoon because if he was so preoccupied with not falling that he missed Willow being pulled away, he probably wouldn't have noticed what was on the back of Brenna.
That is very fair.
That's also why I asked Bellinor how loud. He said, "Oh no, Varric," to see if it was loud enough how I think Kieran might react. But if he didn't say it loud enough, then I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay, so all right, Varric the raccoon has base jumped off of Brenna, and you're falling about 50 to 60 feet. I'm going to say you're about 60 feet up. That's a lot.
So that's what was it one?
It's 1d6 per 10 feet.
So
Okay,
66 or 5d6
of damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's 5d6.
let's do this.
Okay.
Aim for the bushes, Nick.
I'm aiming for the cat dragon.
No, I was making a movie reference.
Oh God, the Rock. I'm getting the Rock in my head. Yeah. Okay. It did not end well for him.
No, it did not. Okay, so all right, so down you go as you hit. Okay, I want you to roll me a hit, like roll your whatever your modifier d6, d12 is your modifier, like an unarmed strike or whatever.
Oh, yeah, he's a raccoon.
There won't be any.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, there won't be any damage from this. This is just if you actually land on the cat dragon. So
total of 30.
Okay, so you fall through the air. And Willow, you will see this raccoon hit the back of this cat dragon with a very loud thump and a little squishy too. It's a little squishy thump because it's going to take 24 force damage. Jeez Louise.
Well, me also not knowing that Varric is a raccoon now.
Yeah.
I'm going to make use of this distraction to tree stride, step into this tree, and come out 500 feet away.
Okay. All right. So you do that as she's distracted by the raccoon that has just thumped her on the back. And now is a full-fledged Goliath on her back. What do you do there, Varric?
Mid-air.
Yes, you've now. So Willow, you've tree strided out of there, so you're out. So now what are you doing?
I'm going to say mid-air. I'm going to grab my spear and then just barrel back because I'm just going to bounce off of it.
Oh yeah, no, you
Or
went.
did I just splat?
Okay, you just
never mind. I thought I bounced. Okay,
because
so
because she also has spikes on her back.
Oh, fair point.
Oh.
Wait, did he hit the spikes?
He did indeed.
Oh, you just shish kebabbed yourself.
So the piercing damage is 22 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's embedded on the spikes on its back, but
Yeah.
Goliath now.
Yeah. No.
He's going to look at the glowing scar in his arm, still himself, pull his spear out, and just start stabbing. This is like the best position he can be in right now.
Okay, so roll your attack with disadvantage. I'm assuming you're engaging the, was it still
Yes.
sight or still mind?
That's still hard.
Still heart. That's what it is. Okay, cool.
I rolled 2 12s. So that's 22.
Okay. It does hit.
I rolled a 1 on damage, so it's a 6.
Damn it! It's a little tough. Let me get it just in there. There it is. Yeah. So the cat dragon is moderately annoyed. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
That's another nat 20 for 21.
Okay. So you're able. She swipes to try to grab hold of you, but you're able to like matrix that sort of thing. So, all right. And now she's going to fly with you on her back.
Okay.
So, wings out, she takes off. I mean,
went from one dragon to another.
So roll a strength check for me, please. I'll let you use your dex roll that you did with strength to hold on.
21.
Okay. You're able to hang on with the spear still piercing You're able to kind of like hold on as the G-force is like, because she's got 90 feet. She can fly 90 feet straight up.
Oh, jeez.
So you're 90. You're now 90 feet currently.
I'm assuming everyone sees the whoosh.
Probably not because it's
Oh
nighttime.
no. Oh, fair point.
I mean, I got blindside up to. Hold on. How far away was the cat dragon from me?
Let me think. Where Brenna's at, it's not. It'd probably fall within your vision.
Oh yeah, if it's within 30 feet, I got blindside.
Oh yeah, it'd be like right at maybe a little bit beyond it, but you can still see the.
Okay. Cool. Just double checking. Yeah. So as soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, what is going on?
What is happening right now, Bellinor? What are you doing?
I mean, I don't see any of this, right?
No, you see nothing. Oh no, Varric! Or oh no, cat dragon.
I mean,
Like,
I
oh,
feel
no.
like he would just
He's
push.
stirring his teeth.
I feel like he would push Mint off and be like, "Oh no, everybody!"
No,
I was thinking that exact same thing.
I don't think
They
you
were
would
so-
do that.
well, Brenna, I guess it's just you and me now.
He's not gonna push him off. He's not gonna go through any extra effort to
That's fair.
save
He's just not going to
him.
save it. If he were to fall off.
Also, Will, from when I transformed to now, how much time has passed in game?
Oh, probably about 15, 20 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be up in the air then, because that spell only lasts for a minute.
Oh, yeah. It's been.
So I probably would have been on the ground by the time it ran up, though, at least.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have seen shit.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Varric, you're 90 feet up in the air on the back of a cat dragon. What you doing?
Rodeo style, trying to pull my legs down, like so I can kind of like ride it, straddling on its back, and just dig the spear in deeper.
Okay, do another hit.
I swear I'm not making this up. I just rolled another nat 20.
Cool. All right, then that will be that's max plus another roll of damage.
So that's 15 plus. Oh no, that's 12. 12 plus 15.
So 27.
Yeah, 27.
Okay. So yeah, as you're you get pushing it just a little bit further, and she reacts, obviously screeching. But at this point, because as a reaction to your spear in going into her, she's going to enact a legendary action.
Oh.
At which point she is going to teleport out from underneath you. And
I teleport
right
with
above
her, right?
you. Nope. She can teleport with items on her and not take them with her. Like just her organic parts.
Okay.
So she's gonna disappear from underneath you.
Uh-oh.
And then reappear right above you.
Double uh-oh.
As she grabs you with her claws. As her talons.
My, how the table has turned.
Yeah. And she has you in her claws. And she's like got you and she's looking at you. And she just says, that was a mistake on your part.
Forgiveness is a word that gets thrown around a lot. I clearly didn't do a lot of damage to you, and I was just trying to protect my friend. So, like, we're good, right?
At which point, she does an immediate straight down dive. And everyone can see this happening. It looks like a meteor falling to the ground. As her whole body lights up and there's a trail of fire behind her as she plows Varric into the earth. What's your hit points? What are you at?
Currently?
Yep.
127.
What's your max hit points?
173.
You are dead.
Oh,
like dead,
oh,
like deceased.
oh. Okay.
So, as you lie dead, for reals, she crawls out of the hole, the crater that she's created with your body, and
Damn.
crawls and basically launches herself back up into the sky, looking for her target. Now,
Who has just staggered out of a tree somewhere.
yeah. So, with everyone, okay, so everyone would have seen that impact, would have felt it, would have heard it. Mint immediately turns Brenna towards it, sees the cat dragon fly up 90 feet up into the air, but Mint takes Brenna down to find you guys. Kieran, you would have heard it, seen it, felt it. You can run over there. Brenna lands the best that she can. Well, she can land now because there's a gigantic ass crater in the ground. Cleared the trees away. She lands, and if I'm assuming Kieran's gonna join them, you were 500 feet away,
Uh-huh.
so you would have at least heard the impact. You may not have seen it, but well, you would have seen the light in the sky for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, she has pissed me off now. I was gonna negotiate, try and make her an ally. Now it's like, no, you're gonna die, bitch. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you done pissed me off. And I don't think Willow's ever really truly been pissed yet. You know?
That's fair.
So she's going back because she has resurrection. I mean, I don't know what caused it, but I'm going to go see. Because I have a feeling it has something to do with...
Yeah, I was looking at my spells. The only thing I had that could, I thought was regenerate, but if he's dead, that don't do shit. Plus, I already used my 7th spell slot.
He's dead. Like, beyond recovery.
Oh, I'm going to hell for this. Hey, Nick, you got turned to Polites.
Okay, so everybody gets back there. You see this huge crater, and at the bottom of it, you see the broken body of Varric. His spear is also there, snapped in half. It's lifeless. Nothing there. Empty vessel. What do you guys do?
Oh no, no, I'm kidding.
I was actually waiting for it. Oh no, Varric.
God, if
Oh,
Bellator actually did that right
God.
That would be the worst.
This could be really, really... You could really hate me for doing this to you. Okay. However, I think she would do it, so she is going to cast... It's going to take an hour. That's the thing. I don't know if we have an hour. She's going to cast Reincarnate.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, because unfortunately it's going to change his race.
Yeah, because it's random.
It is completely random.
Varric may not be able to speak.
It's going to create
a
new body.
You have my blessing.
This is going to create a new body for you to step into. But the thing is, it takes an hour, so everyone else has got to keep this thing off me for an hour.
Okay. Also, for that spell, you have to have the components too. So, what are the components for that spell?
The components are rare oils and unguents,
Okay.
worth at least
you-
1,000 gold pieces. I've been collecting a bunch of shit as I've traveled, so I don't know if you want to randomly say I have that or not.
You probably don't have the oils.
Okay, so an alternative, I have 10 days. So I'm gonna like, and no one's gonna understand why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna like cut his finger off. Because I just have to have a piece of him. That's all. I just have a piece of a dead humanoid. You know?
Wow.
Well, no
And
one
what's
else
this
is
for?
going to understand. Huh?
What is this for?
Reincarnate.
For reincarnate. Okay.
You touch a dead humanoid or a piece of a dead humanoid.
Yeah. I thought you were
Provided
doing
the
a different
creature has
spell.
been dead no longer than 10 days, the spell forms a new adult body for it and then calls the soul to enter that body. If the soul isn't free or willing, the spell fails. The magic fashions a new body for the creature to inhabit, which likely causes the creature's race to change. Which is like a D100 completely random.
Yep.
The reincarnated creature recalls its former life and experience. It retains the capabilities it had in its original form, except it exchanges its original race for the new ones and changes the racial traits accordingly.
Okay.
So
are you telling
all I
everyone?
need. No, she's like, I mean, you gotta admit, she's like bleeding out. She's like got 28 hit points.
That's true.
She literally is just like, crap, my only chance. I don't have the stuff I need. I'm just gonna take a part of him and I can bring him back later.
Okay.
So she's literally just gonna step in and cut off his finger.
Okay. So you're gonna crawl down into this deep crater, cut off his finger, and keep it in a bag or something. Is that what it looks like?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
I think what Kieran would do, not realizing that Varric is probably dead, it's not like he went down to check the pulse, is just in the best he can. He's going to cast, because he could probably see Willow's definitely hurt too. So, I as a player know it won't help Varric. Kieran's still going to try. Okay. Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. Yeah. So you can cast Mass Cure Wounds. It doesn't work on him, obviously.
Yeah. Damn, dice. Fuck my dice tonight. On 4d8, I rolled a total, or sorry, not 4d8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 48. Oh, plus 5. Okay. Yeah. On 4d8 with a plus 5, I rolled a 12.
Damn.
So everyone gets 12 points back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Willow,
there goes
get
my
12
6
points.
spot.
Yay! Hey, it's better than where
you'll
it was.
Get none.
I rolled a 19 on the dexterity save.
Okay. So, all right, before we get into finger cutting and all of that, Varric or Nick, I'm going to talk to Nick, the player. What is Varric's belief system?
Varric always felt like he doesn't have a specific one. There's got to be something after. Usually something along the lines of like maybe a massive mountain where all the great Goliaths lived, and all the he would be like, he imagined a future time where if he ever passed away, he would be heading towards that mountain.
Okay. So his belief system is that he goes to this mountain when he dies.
Yes, to where the rest of his people are, like all the way back to the first chieftains.
Okay. That's cool. All right. So what are their funerary practices?
I want to say no. There's no volcanoes, right?
No,
Or
there are
are there volcanoes
volcanoes.
around? Okay.
There are
Yeah,
volcanoes.
that would be like a pilgrimage that like his loved ones would to take his body to a volcano and cast him into the mountain.
Okay. I love that. I love the severity of that.
It's supposed to symbolic make him one with the mountain, something like that.
Okay. That's cool. All right. So you said you rolled a 19 on your dexterity.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're like making your way down. This crater is very deep. This crater is like 30 feet deep. It's
Okay.
massive. So it's going to take you a little bit of time to get down there safely. But you're doing it. You're making it. He's not going anywhere. But so yeah, you're kind of coming down the side. I need Bellinor and Kieran. I need y'all to roll perceptions for me. I mean, I think both of your passives are pretty high, but roll in case you get a nat 20.
My passive perception is 12.
Oh, really? I thought it was higher than that.
Nope. Everyone else has really high perception, so I was like, I don't need to touch that. It's fine.
Okay, so you go ahead. So y'all both roll for me.
I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 3.
Good lord! Yeah, you're.
Oh no,
unabsorbed
someone's
opponent.
dead.
This is so sad. Kieran, what did you get?
I think Kieran went to
Oh, did he step away? Okay. Oh, now he's doing bio break. Okay, got it. Okay, so you're still making your way downtown. There below.
Walking past.
One armed.
One armed, yeah, one armed. As you get to the bottom, you'll have to clear some debris from him because he's partially covered in various limbs and rocks and things of that nature. So
from Otter, North Carolina, was about.
So do a strength check for me. Just a check, not a save.
Oh, why is that not working?
They do. Yeah.
I'm clicking on my strength and it's not doing anything.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Weird.
Yeah, because it's wanting me to like change numbers and I don't want to change numbers. Well, I know it's +2, so.
So yeah, just roll a d20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to you're working on getting him uncovered, so you can get to one of his phalanges.
Because it's obvious to me he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Because you can even test it by touching him.
I will touch him.
Yeah, you get nothing. Just blank. Absolutely just blank. Black. Like dark.
Like, why couldn't I see this was coming? You know? What's the point of having this fucking curse? You know? What the hell?
Fair enough. Kel, are you back? I need him to roll perception for me before we can continue on. Very true. Very, very true. This is a perfect opportunity to plug our merchandise. Go buy a mug. It's really cool. They're amazing. 15 ounces. You should get one. Everybody should get a cool mug.
Let me go make another donation since I haven't done that in a week or so. I feel like I've donated almost all of this. You'll know this.
We had somebody donated a couple of weeks ago. So what she's talking about is our fundraiser that we're doing. We're fundraising for Freedom Service Dogs of America, who pair up service dogs with veterans, and they're a really amazing organization. We're trying to raise $500 for them. We're at $375 currently. So if you feel the need to donate, please do. Any amount helps. Helps us get to 500, which we want to get to. So, yeah. Cool. All right. So I'm going to continue on because obviously bio break is taking a long time. All right. So you kind of get him cleared off. I mean, he's broken. I mean, he is broken.
And I am grieving and I am angry. More angry than I've probably been since the event that started my whole journey.
Okay.
And I'm blaming myself because of this stupid.
Okay. So what are you doing? So
Can you get rid of that? Oh, Kel's got to get rid of that spam thing. Okay.
yeah, I can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like thinking of all these new spells I have and what can I do? I got to, I can't let him sacrifice himself like this for nothing. And I'm like, okay, I can reincarnate. Crap, I don't have what I need. But I tend to, okay. So I'm going to say a quick prayer to my God, because that's all I got, the great white bear, and ask him to guide his soul and tell him that I will bring him back. So don't go too far. And then I'm really sorry, Varric, and I'm gonna cut his finger off.
Okay, so as you
Can
pull
you
out
get
your
rid of that
obsidian
spam,
blade,
Cal?
there's spam. I don't see spam. Where's it? I see a hydrate before you dihydrate.
No, I'm looking at this Coruscaphiel.
Oh, I'm not seeing that. So
Yeah, there's nothing in here. All I see is the hydrate before you dihydrate, your donation.
that's it.
it.
And the
Okay, well
the
look
clip.
at look on the comments under
No, I'm in
private chat and comments.
Oh, in StreamYard. It's coming from a different.
Oh.
It's not Twitch.
Yeah, I would say that's
Okay.
that's StreamYard. It's trying to promote people to try and stream on Kick.
Yeah, that's okay. That's on Kick because we're streaming to Kick.
Okay.
So okay, so you're going to go. You pull out your obsidian blade to cut off his finger. As you go to do that, you hear a very, very loud and deep voice say, "Cease your activity and step away." You look up.
I'm looking. Yes.
Okay. As you look up, you'll see about 13 to 14 Goliaths standing along the edge of the crater. And they all have their weapons drawn.
I can bring him back.
Step away from my son.
I can bring him back.
I will only say it one more time. Step away from my son. And his hand goes up, and you see all these Goliaths draw their bows.
I know, but I want to save him. I'm like, look, I don't know where the hell you are or where you've been, because this is the first time I've ever seen you, and we could have used some help quite a few times. But he died trying to save me, and I have a way I can bring him back. Why would you not want him back?
Because it's not
What
our
is
way.
wrong with? She's mad. What is wrong with you?
He's like, prepare yourselves, and they're all like, you're about to hear the twang of a bowstring. Do you relent?
I mean, it does me no good to die, but I don't think I can do it if I don't have a. Yes, I will take a
Okay.
step back, but I'm
a
so
good idea.
pissed right now.
That's a good idea. Okay, the minute they want you to exit the crater, like get out.
I'm looking down at my one good arm, like, you fucking bastard. I'm sorry, Varric. Thank you for your sacrifice, and if I have a way, I'll bring you back. I promise.
So,
And I'll
Varric, what
start
would this?
trying to climb out.
Okay.
And she's crying. She's so mad. She's crying.
So, Varric, what would this man look like?
He would look like Varric. He would have like the markings. He would be a bit more aged, a bit more worn, considering his age. But yeah, it would be almost like you took him, copy paste, and there's Varric.
And as you get out of the crater, they start to go down into the crater, and they're bringing like all this stuff with them, and they basically wrap him in a shroud. They take his spear and they lay it inside, like on his chest, put his hands over it, and they wrap him up, and they gently hoist him out of the crater onto a ceremonial sort of like carrying, almost like a stretcher, but very ornate with all of their sort of totem, their deity animals, that sort of thing. And the women are there, and they're putting flowers on him and various like oils and scents and things of that, as they're performing a full-on like funerary ritual.
I'm like, why won't you let me save him? I can do it.
It's not our way. It's not our way. We ask you to respect it. It's not our way. This is our way. You're welcome to join us if you were his friends as we take him to his final resting place. Like, Belnor, what are you up to at this point? All of this is happening. So, like, when they're like drew their bows, they drew all that. What was Bellinor doing?
Oh,
Oh
poor Willow.
no, Willow. Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh no, Willow.
I don't know. Bellinor is like a weird view on like family. So seeing family kind of like do this thing for Varric makes him like almost curious in a sense of trying to like study it. So he's just like watching intently.
Okay.
Just intrigued by what's happening.
Okay.
Not really having much to say or do anything because he can't do anything.
Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah. And I think, and it's a very somber sort of moment. So what's Kieran doing? Like, what's he up to? These Goliaths, this 14, 15 Goliaths, just drew their bows on
Yeah.
Willow.
Oh no! As soon as he saw the bows drawn, like it kind of snapped him out of the "this ain't happening" type mentality he was in. And he immediately hold on. That's an AOE, right? Just double check. No, that's one creature. It's not an AOE. Oh no, though. Hold on.
You're good. Look at your stuff.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Seeing as I was down there at the bottom of that crater, was there... It's going to sound so disgusting. Was there any piece of him that was separated from the body? Like
There was blood.
a bone broken blood.
No.
No
There was just
little-
blood.
No little piece of skin,
No tooth.
I mean,
fingernail, brain matter.
oh God!
nice.
I told you it's disgusting.
No, there was nothing. There was nothing of organic material from Varric that you could have collected. I mean, he's broken, but I mean, he wasn't that squishy.
Hey, you never know with the impact sometimes.
Hey, I had to ask,
That's fair. Absolutely.
Could have fallen jagged rock, maybe like, oh look, there's a little piece of his arm.
Oh,
But I'm gonna ready a fifth level? Yeah. As soon as I see the bows drawn, I'm just going to ready a fifth level fireball. And I'm going to aim it where it's going to hit the majority of the Goliaths, but not hit Willow.
Fireball.
Well, it would have been immolation, but that's a single target.
Okay, fair enough. And
then I was also almost thinking of using Thunder Wave, but that's a Constitution save. Goliaths are really good at Constitution.
Yeah, they sure are. So, okay, so you prepare your.
Oh my God, should I do it?
That's hilarious. So,
I'm really considering mentally reaching out to this cat dragon and saying, "You want lunch? There's a bunch of big ass dudes down here."
Ooh.
But I won't do it. But I'm.
Oh no! You just gave me an idea, Lisa. So I'm still going to ready.
She's mad enough. She's mad enough to do it. Except it's his father, and I don't know how he'd feel about.
So I'm still going to raid the fireball, but just to recall, Will, me communicating with the wolf cats doesn't take up any actions, really, right? Like it's free action.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
I want to reach out to the one I'm bonded with and be like, "Hey, you want to provide some backup? Like now?"
Okay. So you call her.
Yep. And I saw the fireball prepped in my hand
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so
because I remember Nick's character's reaction to the wolf cat, so I'm thinking that might have some weight here.
that's fair. So Tellerin, she hears you.
Yep.
And she will come to your aid. So as you're standing there with this fireball in your hand, that's hilarious. These four, these forts appear behind Kieran. And the Goliaths react, but not out of fear. And
Okay.
Varric's father walks up to you.
Yeah, I definitely got the fireball super prepped, even if I had to launch it on myself.
And he holds his hand up, palm out, and he just simply says, "Pushta." And the wolf cat bows to him. And then gets back up and sits. Basically sits. And then and Varric's father reaches up and scratches Tellerun like between the eyes.
Yeah.
He begins to purr.
God damn it.
And then he bows his head to her, and then he turns and walks back and helps prepare.
Yeah, without changing my posture because I still want to make sure I'm ready for anything. I was going to eventually reach out and go like, "What the hell was that?"
And she'll tell you. She'll say they're our friends. They're our protectors. They protect us.
And they got weapons aimed at us.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's like I'm like, if it was anybody else, I would rip them apart. But
It's like you just rolled over like a house cat.
yes, they are. When the wolf cats were nearly hunted to extinction, the Goliaths saved them. So that's she's basically telling you all this, and helped them repopulate.
Oh.
So they basically saved our race.
Yeah, like in the mental connection, Taylor could definitely tell that Kieran's just having the whole like, God fucking damn it.
He's like, I'll tear anybody apart that you want. I just not these guys. Sorry.
Yeah, like I say, he's having that like mental reaction with Taylor, but physically he's still standing there like, ready to cast the fireball.
Absolutely. That's
trying to show that his bluff is gone.
Sorry, I forgot my hydrate before you dehydrate. Okay. So they have finished. In essence,
So upset right now.
And he turns to you all again and says, "You are welcome as my son's friends and companions. You are welcome to join us on our journey to lay him to rest."
Well, I'm thinking maybe I still got a chance to get a little, just a piece.
Why don't you, Willow, roll perception for me?
Oh yeah, that thing's still out there. Fucker.
Out of curiosity, while you're getting that roll, Lisa, did you tell us your plan on what you were trying to do to Varric or no?
No, I didn't have. I was hoping he was still alive, but when he wasn't, I was like down thinking, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And that's all.
Okay, no, I just want to double check because I was going to have Kieran like say something to you when he had a chance, but if you haven't said the plan, he doesn't have anything to say yet.
Yeah, she's kind of. That was a 13. She's kind of beyond rational thought. She is mad and crying and angry and guilty and hurting.
Okay.
So 13.
You hear a bit of a screech in the distance, which is the cat dragon, letting you know that she's still around.
God damn.
Eleanor is like sat down, snacking, watching all of this happen. Like, what's gonna happen next? Kind of attitude. Like he doesn't know what to do.
Okay, I need to see the future right now, and I know it's not gonna work. But she's desperate, so she's gonna take her glove off and touch Varric's father's hand.
Oh, you're gonna wait. You're gonna try to touch the chief's hand.
Yes. More like I'm like saying,
God.
letting it come.
I thought you were going to try to touch Varric's dead body.
Well, I already did that.
Yeah, you got nothing from it.
Fair, but I thought you had your glove off glove on still at that point.
Okay, so you reach out to touch Varric's dad.
But I'm reaching out like, thank you for letting us come with you. Like, not like threatening.
As you reach out,
This ain't gonna going to end well.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Nope, it really isn't. So as you reach out, the warriors around him, they draw their bows, and they say, "You are not permitted to touch him. You are not a Goliath." And they have their bows. They're cocked and ready. They're just like.
I'll step back again.
And they
I've
will.
never felt so completely helpless in my entire life, Will. I can't
I'm
do
glad
anything.
you stepped back. I'm glad you stepped back because they rolled a nat 20 on their hit. And
That would've killed me, yeah.
they would have killed you. Or at least it would have taken you to 0 hit points anyway. So, so they're
Okay.
like, they're prepping him. They're picking him up, putting him on their shoulders. And they offer you all one more time. You're welcome to come with them. But they do warn you to not interfere.
I'm going to go to Kieran and tell him what I can do if I had a chance. So
Okay. So you're going to go tell Kieran that.
Are you there,
Okay.
Kel?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I just had to be off camera real quick. So
I'm gonna step over and whisper to you what I was trying to do.
Well, first off, when you say that, like, Kieran's face will definitely change, and he'll whisper back, just going like, "Okay, that's a little insane, but I can see why you're doing it." Just because, before the Goliath show, the fact that the thing that dragged her off and did this to Varric would still be around potentially is why he said that was a crazy idea.
Okay, fair enough.
But they'll say like, "Well, how long do you need to do it? Like, how much time does it take?"
It takes an hour, but I need the right components. But I have to have a piece of him. They wouldn't let me.
Well, if we go with them, then you'd have the whole body.
Yeah.
As for the components, I don't know how I can help there. And actually, Will, can I do a history roll to see if I know what the burial rites are for Goliaths?
Sure.
Or
you can either do history or religion.
They're both the same, so in terms of rolls.
If it's funerary rites, it probably needs to be religion.
Okay. I'm so glad you said that, because if I actually did the history roll, motherfucker, that wasn't much better. Son of a bitch. No. So I clicked on history because I was like, it probably don't matter. I'll just do history. I usually have better luck there. The dice teetered on the edge between 20 and 2, flopped to a 2, would have been 8. But then he said do religion, and I got a 3 for a 9. Jesus. But the fact that my dice fucking cucked me on the fucking 20.
Yeah, that's fair. So
I blame Nick for getting the nat 20s earlier.
What? Yeah, no, like what?
You gotta blame the dead guy. He can't do anything about it.
Dude, that was like the hottest I've ever rolled. I rolled like 3 nat 20s in a 5-minute period.
Yeah, you might want to be afraid for Vecna and or Stargate then.
So okay, so with a 9,
yeah. Oh.
I mean, it's that it's a pilgrimage. Mm-hmm. They take a pilgrimage to what they consider to be the center of the universe, the sort of bringer of life, which would be like a volcano. You know that for sure. You don't know the specifics of what happens once you get there, but you know that they do take a pilgrimage, especially for someone of Varric's status, quote unquote. They would take this particular funerary rite is truly reserved for sort of like the higher up type folks.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to relay that to Willow. Be like, maybe there might be an opportunity where you can get to him alone. Maybe. Highly doubtful, but maybe.
Okay. It's a chance.
All right.
So
Bellinor,
yeah, I'm
real
going
quick.
with him.
Okay, Bellinor, what are you up to?
I mean, he's just. He's really just like eating popcorn watching this happen. Like,
Okay.
he's on the edge of his seat. Like, he's just watching and following. Nothing to say. Just gonna see what's happened. He can't do much about any of the situations, so.
Okay. Mint is obviously going to go. And Brenna, of course. So I'm assuming Kieran, you're going to go as well.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the fireball and go with them.
Okay. So you kind of see everybody going, Bellinor.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna go. He's definitely
All right.
following closely, trying to listen to both sides of conversation. Like,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
you know,
Totally makes sense. That's fair. Okay. So yeah, they've got shouldered him and they're walking ahead. And you guys walk for a little while, and eventually you come out of the forest and to the mountain base. At which point they stop and they lower Varric to the ground, basically, with the guards around him guarding the body. And Varric's father calls someone forward, and this sort of older Goliath steps forward, sort of long, sort of beard, and he looks older, much older. Carries a staff, that sort of thing. And Varric's father tells the old man to perform the ritual. And he does. He steps out in front of everybody and he pulls out of his pack these two stones. They're sort of round with one flat side of each stone has a flat side. And he spits on each of the stones. And then he starts to rub the flat sides together. When he does that, you all start to hear a hum. The air is becoming sort of like electric, and it's this sort of as he does this, and then you can, based on just general observation, you see that the between the stones begins to light up this sort of like pretty green light, and then the older man just sort of he stops and the light is pulsating, and then he holds his hands out in front of him and just pulls the stones apart, and there's this like orb of green light floating there in front of him, and he puts the stones back into his bag, and then with his palms out and his thumbs together, he just sort of literally like blows on it, and this orb goes and it touches the side of the mountain, and you see this sort of splits and this door opens, glowing green light. He indicates everybody, they pick Varric up and they walk through. You just see them disappear into the light. Do you follow?
no hesitation.
Okay. I knew you wouldn't.
Oh no, Kieran has hesitations, but he'll walk through.
The Belners, get out of my way.
Yeah, like he's right behind the Goliath. Like,
okay. So in you go. Who's next? Who goes in? Mint and Brent are going. They're following Bellinor.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say Kieran's already gone through after Bellinor.
Okay. So Kieran, then Mint and Brenna. So Willow, I'm assuming you're at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the last one to step through. It's just like, and to hearken to your sort of to y'all's Friday campaign. You know, when you go through the wormhole, the it's very similar to that. Not round though; it's square.
I mean, fair.
And you, all of you, sort of, you step through to the other side. When you step through to the other side, and the door closes behind you, you are all back to your original level before y'all advance to where you are now. So you go back.
Ah, fuck. We did
To
all
your
that.
low
We
level.
failed.
You didn't fail. Not yet, anyway.
I'm like, take that, future dragon cat thing. Now I'm gone again.
So you've all reverted back to your
Now
lower
you
levels
die.
as they have Varric on their shoulders and they are carrying him up this path up the mountain.
Oh God.
Do you follow?
Yes.
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 I want to save him. Why won't you let me save him?
Okay. So you guys follow as they are climbing this mountain. They are like humming and chanting. Think of like Gregorian chants from the medieval period. It's sort of low, sort of it resonates through the mountains. It's so low. It literally the walls vibrate as you're walking up. And you do see as you're getting closer and closer, you can see the crest. You can see the sort of rim of the caldera of a volcano. As you cross up and cross up, there is at the top of this volcano, there is what looks like an altar type thing built out over the caldera. There are these sort of like stone archways and stairs that lead up to it, and it's all carved with. In Goliath, there's all these like carvings and ceremonial things. What are y'all doing? Where is everybody mentally right now? Let me touch on that real quick. Yeah. You guys will be like at full hit points. It's literally just you're there. So where is everybody mentally at this point? I'm going to start with Bellinor.
Okay, Velnor is very selfish, so he's not really thinking about the chant or Varric. He's more disappointed that he's less powerful than he was before. he's like he could like he feels the difference inside of him
Oh
because
yeah.
the being that is in there is obviously less prominent. So he's trying to figure out. He's like, wait, what the hell? So he's like, I mean, he's following and he's still intrigued, but he's more like trying to figure out what happened.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay. What about Kieran? Where's Kieran at mentally at this point?
Kieran probably hasn't even noticed the fact that they're less powerful than they were a few moments ago. Because now that the adrenaline's kind of dropped down a little bit, it's really setting on him that Varric's like dead.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because, you know, he didn't really travel with groups for a reason.
Right.
So the fact that someone that he's traveled with for as long as they've had now so far dying on them, it kind of brings him back to like when he first came to Orlea after his issue with the gods.
His issue.
How else you want me to say it?
No, that's fair. His your issue.
But yeah.
Okay. Of course, and Willow. Where are you at mentally at this point?
She is just. I mean, she's got so many emotions going through her right now. Um, Guilt, grief, anger, a lot of anger. I think outwardly she's just sort of shut down. But the one thing that she's focusing on is if I just had a chance, I could still bring him back. If I could just somehow. So she's like watching for any opportunity.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. Okay. I was gonna say, Varric, where are you at mentally? But you're dead. Um,
He's got a lot on his mind, you know.
he's got a lot on his mind right now. He's got absolutely zero on his mind. Okay, so as you guys continue to climb up, because now it's sort of like a long, windy staircase to this platform. You guys eventually do get to the platform, and the Goliaths take Varric's body and they put it on this sort of plinth. They lift it off of the stretcher and they lay it out on this sort of what looks like an altar almost, but it's flat and table like. And now like holy people are there and more Goliaths have shown up, and then there's music and there's like celebration. There's food, drink. Um, it's there. It's literally a celebration of life. And Varric's father stands before everyone and raises his hands and begins to speak about his son. Uh, and how, though he was banished from the tribe, he was always his son. He never stopped loving him. He knew that the only way that he would be welcomed back into the tribe is upon his death. And when the universe, and he goes on to say how he felt his son die across the millennia, he had to be there to bring him home. And so, using the lodestone, they crossed time itself to bring him home. And now that he is home, he is welcomed back into the tribe with open arms. All of his transgressions have been erased by the spirits themselves, and that he is proud to be able to have known him as his son. Um, and then he'll step aside, and then this sort of priestess will come out and begin to sort of like a body cleansing type of. And this is at this point they unwrap the shroud and they present Varric to the village, to the tribe, and everybody can come forward and pay their respects to him. And this will include, what this includes is each member of the tribe, only tribe, you guys can't, sorry. Only the tribe is allowed at this point. That's what they'll keep you guys on the outside because this is like sacred ground. And each member of the tribe steps forward and places a token on the body. And these tokens are basically for him to use in the afterlife to get to basically their version of heaven. And this is a very, very emotional and deep ritual. because these people who turned their back on him are now bringing him back into the tribe, and because of it was the law, it's law, so they had to. But so they put these trinkets, they give these trinkets to him, and these are like not just ordinary weird little things. These are like generational things. These are things that meant something to that family, like something that's been in their family for generations. They do this. They place it on the body so that he can take it and barter with it in the afterlife. Yeah. So you guys will witness the tribe doing these things, and eventually everyone, the last person goes, which is Varric's father. He's the last one to give him something. And so he steps up to the body and he presents his spear, which is not putting too much of a fine date on it, but it's a couple of thousand years old because it was passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. It's a pretty powerful weapon for its day. But he places that on in Varric's hands. So his hands are sort of grabbing the shaft of the spear. And and then they begin to wrap him up again.
It's like is
So
anybody paying any attention?
No, they're not even looking at you. So if you want to do something, you're going to have to cause a distraction. So they're wrapping him back up in.
Can I say something? Is that allowed?
Immediately, everyone turns and looks at you. The whole tribe. Like who the hell are you? And Varric's father turns and looks at you and says, "You may speak."
And I will literally drop to my knees in front of him. And I will tell him how much his son friendship and courage meant to me, and that he died saving my life, and that I respect very much their traditions, but I owe him a life, and my people have a tradition also, which is to carry a lock of the hair of the person that you owe a life to until you repay it, and ask him if they would grant me that request.
Nope. The body has to be intact when it goes to the afterlife. So they won't take anything off of it.
And I'm looking at Kieran like, do something. Oh my God.
Kieran, do something.
Fuck, I got put on the spot here. Shit, hold on.
Personally, I think a barbarian halfling would be hysterical, okay?
And it would be. I just imagine Samwise as he was going up the tower where Frodo was dragged after Shelob.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but no, so when... Wait, does Will actually say Kieran do something, by the way? Or is that you saying that out of character?
She's giving you a look like, help me.
Okay. God damn it, got some on my eye now. Okay, so Kieran's going to hopefully cause enough of a distraction with this that Willow might be able to do what she needs to do. But he's going to start telling his tribe some of the feats that Varric did while they were traveling, especially fighting the Dragonborn in the bandit camp.
Okay.
And hopefully have enough showmanship with this to get everyone's attention away from Varric's body.
You can roll a performance check.
Oh, God, Caradon and or Lou and or Freya, help me fucking please.
And then I'm gonna roll for a couple of things. I'm gonna roll for the tribe, and then I'm gonna roll for Varric's father.
That's a 23 on performance.
Okay. The whole tribe is like listening to your tales. They love a good story. They love a good story. However, Varric's father is not.
Great.
He rolled a nat 20.
Fucking cars.
So he is concentrating on his son. He's emotionally very torn at this point. And at this point in the ritual, Varric's father picks him up, cradles him like he did when he was a babe.
I tried, Willow. I tried.
Walks to the edge of the volcano.
No.
Reaches down, whispers in Goliath to him, telling him that he has always been proud of him and that he loves him and he will see him in the afterlife. And he releases him into the volcano. And that's where we're ending tonight.
Why would you do this to us?
God fucking damn it, Will. See, I had a possibility of something I want to try, but I just thought it probably would be a good idea because bards can't really do subtle spells. And with my dice roll, because here's the fucked up part: that 23 I got performance, the dice cucked me again. It teetered between 20 and 8 before landing on 8.
Wow, that's
funny. I don't like. I wish there was a fucking dice jail on D&D Beyond.
They need one. I agree with you. They should create one. So, all right. So that's it for us tonight. That's where we stopped. That's where we ended. What in the world?
I hope you're in the office so we can go to lunch tomorrow because we need to talk.
I am in office tomorrow. I'm moving my office tomorrow.
Good.
But, yeah. So those of you who joined us, thanks for joining us. You'll have to come back in 2 weeks to find out is that the end of the Varric as we know him? Will Willow get a piece of him to reincarnate him? What in the world is going to happen? So I guess you'll have to come back in 2 weeks to find out. Because a lot's going to happen in 2 weeks to everybody. Dun, dun, dun. So, all right, we're going to go around and let everybody tell you who they are, who they played, and where you can find them, and what everyone's thinking at their character-wise. We're going to start with our deceased barbarian, Nick.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nick. I played, possibly for the last time, Varric Wolfspear Vigari. Also, Will, the way you described that and everything brought a tear to my eye. That was beautiful. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
You can find me at Professor Hexagon on most socials. I tend to frequent Blue Sky and TikTok a lot. Just a lot easier to throw stuff out there and kind of brain spew. You can find me here every other Monday, which next Monday I'm patiently waiting for now. Every other Thursday, you can also find me here for the Reign of Vecna campaign that Kellen mentioned earlier, where I played Nero Aspengard, the half-elf storm sorcerer. And every other Friday, you can find me on the Kellen's channel, the Celtic Wyvern King, where you can see me as Viggo Sigmundsson, the Viking scientist on our Stargate SG-1 campaign, which is just a whole lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with that one, too. So, if I could give Varric, like, a nice kind of cap on everything that's happened, he knows that everybody dies, and if there is a line for like how you died, like I got stabbed, I got crushed, he's gonna be the only person in that line. He takes pride in that. He's the only person who got meteor struck into a ground by a cat dragon. So
yeah, that dragon killed you Rock Lee style.
Yeah, that
that was
epic.
It was an epic death. That was a truly epic death. It really was. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's we'll go down to Bellinor next.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Karen. I played Eleanor, who I now feel like is more of an asshole than ever before. Yeah. See, but the worst part about all of it is I still don't think anything would have changed retroactive. Like, he just is that way. He's just a dick.
That makes sense. It makes total sense.
I should have offered you to the cat dragon.
He probably would
We
have
got
worked
this
out a
one
deal with
sketchy
it. Don't
guy,
lie.
Yeah. It's one sketchy guy.
Eleanor is like, it didn't really set in that, like, Varric was dead until he just watched his body get cast into the volcano. And then it was just kind of like oh shit, that was like a dude that I knew, because he doesn't call people friends. So I don't know. He's just kind of he hasn't really like processed anything yet.
That's fair. I mean, it's just now getting real for him, I think.
Yeah, he definitely yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Kieran.
Hey, y'all. I am Kel, also known as Celtic Wyvern King. Ooh, excuse me. Playing Kieran, our ASMR lore bard. God, what was the question again? I'm drawing a blank. My bad.
Like, what is he thinking when watching this ritual happen as he sees Varric's body go over the edge? And all
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I just want to double check. Yeah, he's still in total disbelief. Like, he's not believing what he's seeing, even though he knows it's there. Like, he knows it's not like an illusion or anything. And he's trying to think of ways that he could probably try and prevent it, but the only way he can think of would be a spell that would get him in some big shit, especially if Varric does come back alive, because the spell would have to be used on his father.
Okay.
But knowing my luck, it won't work.
It's fair as well. That's very fair. Okay. And did you tell us, where we could find you? And
Oh yeah, God. Usually I'm great at that part. Usually I forget the question,
No.
not the other way around. Yeah, because I gotta, especially when it's a monologue at this fucking point. Because you can find me here every Monday for either Orlea Origins, where, like I said, I gotta play Kieran, the ASMR lore bard, or opposite Mondays for Memorize Aria, where I play A, the chief engineer of the Wind Rider itself, also known as the budding psychopath. Though granted, Honorak is slowly stealing that title away. You can find me every other Wednesday on my own channel for my Theros 5e campaign, A God's Challenge. You can also find me every other Thursday, as Nick mentioned, for Reign of Vecna, which should be this Thursday, as long as real life don't get in the way again. But we'll see what happens on that part, because IRL always comes first, but it'd be really nice to get back playing. You can also find me every other Friday for my Stargate 5e campaign, where for the first time, I actually have my players derail a session. And Dora, I don't mean that in a bad way. Y'all did what we all went with what y'all went with. Nothing wrong there. Doesn't mean I won't tease y'all for it. And then I am still working on getting my own Surge campaign started on my channel. I'm just waiting till the updated rulebook comes out, because, like, you know what? It's close to coming out here. I might as well just wait instead of starting a campaign and then seeing the new rules or the updated rules. But I do have that going. Plus, and again, I should have done this during my PTO, but I was too busy doing other stuff. You can also find me running one-shots here on Halfling Wizard to help fill in gaps that pop up, because, again, IRL always comes first. Like Will mentioned, we did a Jurassic Park one-shot. I ran that one where Somehow no one died to dinosaurs still. I'm still in utter disbelief of that. But we also ran a mass one-shot on here. And a custom 5e one-shot, a homebrew 5e one-shot I did. I think that's all the one-shots I've done for you so far, is just those 3. But yeah. And then you can also find me on my Twitch just playing whatever game I feel like playing. Like, I was streaming more Monster Hunter lately because they brought back the Legiacris and Seregios to the game, and God, those things are a pain to fight. Especially when I need 3 Sapphires for Legiacris at a 1% chance to get it.
Cool. All right. And last but not least, Lisa or Willow.
Hey, I'm Lisa. I played Willow, a Eladrin Druid. You can find me every Monday night here on Halfling Wizards channel for either Origins as tonight or on alternating Mondays, Wind Riders of Aria, which will be back on the 14th. You can find me every other Friday in Celtic Worming King's Stargate campaign with Nick and Kel. And yeah, I may have derailed his plan. I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed. I did the right thing. And maybe soon to be starting a Pathfinder 2e campaign on the alternating Fridays. That's kind of in the works as a player. So, and Willow, I think Willow's just sort of internally retreated at this point. She is devastated. She just shut down. So anyone looking at her, you're getting nothing. Just blank stare. She's feeling all the feels. Yeah.
That is fair. Totally fair. So, all right, cool. And of course, I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard, and I get to run this campaign with these awesome folks. And you'll have to come back in 2 weeks to find out what has happened or what's going to happen to all of them. And something's coming. Can't tell you what. Something's coming. A couple things real quick. If you want, we'd love for you to help us raise money for Freedom Service Dogs of America. We're going to run this charity until we reach the $500 mark, which we're at $400 now, so we're only $100 away. So if you can help, please do. As soon as we hit 500, we will switch charities. But I really love these guys. They're great people, great service. They pair up service men and women with various ailments, PTSD and other mental and physical disabilities, with a service dog to help them get through the day. It's a brilliant and wonderful charity. It saves 2 lives, the veteran and the dog. So if you can give, we appreciate that. Truly appreciate it. Check out our partners over at Surge. You've heard that kind of flow around here and there. If you go over to www.warptree.com/games/surge, you can download the core rulebook in a PDF format for free. As Kel had said, though, they are about to update it, so it's worth downloading the original and then get the new one when it comes out. But go check them out, and of course, check out our merch, because we have a lot of it over there. Some great veteran stuff, some great Pride Month stuff, some great one-shot stuff, individual campaigns, and general channel merchandise. And everything is customizable. So if you want something customized, just reach out to me and I can customize it for you. Like if you want, oh, I love that t-shirt, but I want my name on the back. Okay, I can make that happen. So just reach out. You can join our Discord, where you can join in on some of our fun one-shots that Kel runs a lot of those for us, and he runs a lot of really fun ones. So join our Discord and see what's going to be happening next. Make sure you go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find all of our episodes of Origins, except for episode 19, for some reason, just disappeared. But you can find all the other ones there and kind of get caught up. and see how these folks have been going. You can also join and become a Patreon to our channel, or patron to our channel through our Patreon, where you can find a lot of our homebrew items, like the subclass that Varric got before he died, the subclass that Christian plays with Mint. It's all in there. Or the one that you got, Nick, has not been put in there yet, but it will be put in there soon. But yeah, join the Patreon and you can get access to all of those homebrew items. Yeah. So just follow us on all the socials and things of that nature, and yeah, just come follow us. We're pretty groovy. We're very inclusive. We welcome everyone. Unless you're a Nazi, then you're not welcome. But but everybody else, you're welcome. Come on in. No, just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. And we are very inclusive, and we'd love to have you. But just don't be a dick. Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah. So I guess until next time, which I believe is Monster of the Week, is this coming Wednesday, and then Reign of Vecna is on Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, Reign of Vecna is this Thursday. I'd have to look in the Monster of the Week channel to see if Apollo populated for that, to see if that is this week or not.
Yeah, I think it is, because they were off last week, so it's got to be this week. So
it's hard to tell with all the IRL stuff that's been going on between the games.
Yeah, there's a lot of that happening. It's summer.
But yes, according, I just looked it up. ApolloBot did post, so yes, it is this Wednesday the 9th. Okay.
So this Wednesday the 9th, come check out Monster of the Week, and then on Thursday, check out the Reign of Vecna. It's pretty cool campaigns. All right, but you won't see me until next Monday for Wind Riders of Aria. So until next time, everyone, thanks for joining us. Come out and check us out again. Follow us on all the socials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Follow us here on Twitch, yada, yada, yada. So until next time, everybody, y'all peace out. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd